While COVID-19 brought the entire world economy to its knees, our masters, the 1%, the unelected majority shareholders of the world's assets, were launching their plan to impose the Great Reset on the rest of us, whether we like it or not. We need to wake up fast and realize that their money and economic system is the root of the world's problems. We can't combat the life-threatening challenges of climate change, pollution, disease, or shortages of food and energy until the profit motive is disabled and an unrestricted supply of debt-free money is available. In our current economy, the demand for money is always greater than the supply. If all sellers trying to take in more money from the marketplace than they pay out in expenses, then there can never be enough money to buy all of the products and services that are offered for sale. Profit creates a gap between the amount of money paid out to the marketplace in expenses and the amount of money demanded back from the marketplace in prices. Of course, some individuals are able to comfortably afford the extra cost of profit in the products and services they use. But across the macroeconomy as a whole, the profit gap is unavoidable. Debt provides an easy answer to this imbalance. If collectively people are willing and able to borrow enough additional money to match the profit added to prices, then consumer demand can match producer supply, and the economy will continue to function normally. Debt, however, recreates the problem all over again. The amount of money that lenders pay out to the borrower is always less than the amount of money the borrower must pay back. Interest widens the gap that profit creates and transfers wealth from borrowers to lenders. Debt is simply the other side of the profit coin. New imaginary money, debt, is needed every time new imaginary value, or profit, is demanded from the marketplace. Interest is just the gravy that the designers of the system get to add to their meal as they feast on our productivity. Add up the total profit generated in the last 50 years and compare it to the total debt created during the same period. What do you know? They are almost the same amounts. The shortage of money in the marketplace is not an accident or an occasional and temporary imbalance. It is a design feature of capitalism that functions to transfer wealth to those who have already obtained significant amounts of capital. Both profit and debt exploit the productivity of those who have little or no capital themselves and who struggle daily just to make ends meet. Without assets, you can't access credit. To play the game, you must rent your life out to those who can profit from your productivity. The company that you work for profits from your labor. Your landlord uses your rent to pay off the mortgage on his property. And the banks and corporations use the interest that you pay them to build global empires. This is the true story of how our economy works. It explains why the rich keep getting richer, even during recessions and depressions. It explains why the richest 1% now own over half of the world's assets. The money and economic systems that we use today operate on the same basic principles that they did a century ago. They have never been questioned or improved to make them fairer, more productive, or more environmentally sustainable. Why, when everything else on the planet has been upgraded, is the monetary system still so untouchable? We must break the chains that hold humanity back from its true potential and expose the lies that the billionaires have been feeding us for centuries. It's now or never. If we continue to submit to their authority, they will lead us into a technocratic dictatorship to await the inevitable collapse of civilization. Instead, we need a cooperative global monetary and economic system that respects the dignity and sanctity of Mother Earth and the natural rights of every living creature, both here, now, and yet to come. The new system, based on equality and respect, will seed locally, grow regionally, and share internationally. It will be locally based, autonomous, and self-directed. Those who respect the equal rights of other individuals and intend no harm to anyone need never be restricted or controlled by any government. For the first time in human history, all people will have an equal opportunity to prosper, learn, and love. Profit and debt have to go, and so do the ridiculous income differentials between the haves and the have-nots. The rich and the famous have to get real. The other 99% of us want a beautiful life too. Instead of a great reset, let's start over again and build a Garden of Eden.